Thank you, folks. There's a little bit of false advertising involved with me being here today. It said, hey, Charles, you get to shoot a cannon. They didn't tell me it was going to be a T-shirt cannon, but it was fun anyway. I was a little worried about trying to get too close to the first few rows, so that's the reason we had folks throwing it. It's a lot of fun to be here. It really is, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, let me get the formalities out of the way. Welcome to Indianapolis for our 152nd NRA annual meetings and exhibits, as well as the NRA-ILA Leadership Forum. For me, and I think a lot of folks, this is, I can't say it's the most exciting part of the week that we've got here, but it is a great time with some folks that really impact our lives all over this country. Some of it is local, some of it it's on the national level, and we get to hear them in a setting where it's just different. I listen to a lot of folks that are in office and are running for office, but in this particular forum, there's something about it that's different. Perhaps it's the fact that they know they're here with thousands of folks that are like-minded on so very, very many issues. But again, let's get this show on the road, as the old saying goes. To begin the program, please stand with me and join in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, folks. Hang on a second, folks. If you would, please remain standing. We have a local Indianapolis opera soprano that's going to perform the national anthem for us. And first of all, let me tell you her name, and I'll go ahead and answer the question that you're going to be asking. Her name is Brooke Haggard, and no, she's not kin to Earl, but she is here to perform for us. Brooke, thank you, ma'am.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Brooke. I was afraid I'd already worn out my welcome here and they were going to take me off the stage. Folks, it's a great opportunity for me to be able to introduce Wayne LaPierre to the crowd. Not that Wayne needs any introduction, but I've known Wayne for the 22 years I've been on the board of directors. I've known him pretty closely. I've known him for many more years than that, since he's been fighting for us for 40 years. But since 2019, when I was first elected as an officer of the NRA, I had a chance to work with Wayne on almost a daily basis. And one of the things that always impresses me in in the relationship that we have with Wayne and what he's done for the Second Amendment, for the NRA, and certainly not only for the millions of NRA members, but for the hundreds of millions, 150 million to be exact, American gun owners. I got a chance to look around Indianapolis a little bit, not as much as I would like, but I saw the War Memorial. And I can honestly say, and this, I'm not just saying this because I happen to be standing in Indianapolis, it is the most impressive war memorial I think I've ever seen. I got to see it both from the ground level and from our hotel room, where you could really get a better panoramic picture of just what it really looks like. And if I have any of my fellow native Texans here, I'm glad you drove down here, folks, or up here. You've probably heard me say this before, and those of you who have, please bear with me for a moment, if you will. My heroes have always been the 185 men that defended the Alamo. They knew that they were going to die. They knew that they were trading their lives for 13 days for Sam Houston to put a ragtag volunteer army together and win freedom and independence for what became the Republic of Texas. The men stood on the wall for 3 assaults. Now, the only thing inside the wall at the Alamo, a couple of the movies are fairly accurate about it. Yeah, there's the chapel, the Alamo Chapel, and that's what people tend to remember. It was a little bit more than that, but precious little. But there's another wall. And there are men on that wall, and there are women on that wall. And inside that wall is not an Alamo Chapel, though that is near and dear to most Texans. Inside that wall is freedom. Inside that wall are our families. Inside that wall is the ability to not only enjoy firearms, and I certainly do. I'm a collector, a competitive shooter, a hunter. I love using firearms for self-defense. But I've said time and time again, the highest use for a firearm, in my opinion, and I dare say in yours as well, is the protection of innocent life. That too is inside that wall. For 40 years, taking all the arrows, insults, and attacks that one man should never have to take, has been Wayne LaPierre. He's been on that wall with countless other folks, many of whom are sitting right here now. The difference is, the wall at the Alamo bought time, 13 days to be exact, and it ultimately led to the Battle of San Jacinto, which gained Texas's freedom. Sadly, the wall I'm talking about now that protects our freedom will never see an end. The sad truth is, there always need to be new folks to climb up on that wall and fight. Folks, my dad was a World War II combat vet, and he taught me from a very early age. We tend to throw around the word friend and call people friends a bit too often. More often than not, they're really acquaintances, perhaps even people that share the same love and desires. But the true friend is going to be there for you no matter what they have to face. I can honestly say Wayne LaPierre is our friend, not just mine, yours as well. Folks, please help me give a warm Indiana welcome to your friend and mine, Wayne LaPierre, Executive Vice President of the NRA.